What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Gloss Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Sak, and today I have something special for you guys. So today I am doing this video a bit different. This is the after result. This is how the vehicle looks. Nice, deep, rich, wet, candy look. And for this video, I did use a different ceramic coating. I used the nano diamond coating, which is the Diamond Body 36 from ProTech. I heard nothing but great things about this. And remember, I did buy this during Black Friday, and a bunch of other detailers said, give this a shot. Let me know what they think. And not what they think, what I think. And, you know, I gave it a shot. I hear nothing but great things. But on top of that, look how nice and crazy glossy this paint looks. And a lot of the paint prep, the gloss and shine comes from the paint prep. So I did use the Rotary. This is my Flex cordless Rotary. I used the gold standard polish and their waffle pad to prep the whole vehicle. There are some swirls, there are some scratches, and we did not remove every single swirl and scratch. That's not what the customer paid for. And you guys are about to see on the walk around on how much swirls and scratches this vehicle had for it just to be a brand new. I know for a fact the dealership either has a car wash tunnel in the back and was just brushing it away, but it's a night and day difference on how we just transformed this vehicle. It's nice, deep, rich look, and we used the entire DIY Detail product line to go ahead and prep this whole vehicle. We used quick beads on the rims, the tire dressing on the tires, and yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this type of content. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. All the products will be down below in the description. And also, if you guys want 10% off your DIY detail products, use code DMS. And yep, so use the Rotary, no holograms, nothing. Let's take a look into the video. Let's do the walk around, and I talk more when I do the voiceover. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright everyone, so here is a quick walk around of the before. Yes, it has accumulated its dirt, grime, and debris. For the past week and a half, it's been driven since it's been picked up from the dealership, and it is okay, it is normal. And on top of that, it does have swirls and scratches. It looks like they did have a car wash machine or something, because even the owner noticed it as well. But we're going to go ahead and deepen and richen the look. We're going to be using the Rotary in this video, and we're just going to do literally zero pressure, remove the light swirls and scratches, and make the whole paint look cohesive with the deep gloss and shine. And as I stated inside the intro or in the video, that we will be using the Diamond Body 36. It is not the most hydrophobic type of ceramic coating, but in terms of durability, a lot of people say it is very durable because it is durable from the pH of 1 through 14, pretty much the whole pH scale. But I wouldn't go ahead and use anything that's super acidic or super alkaline, but it's just more of just knowing that it is very, very chemical resistant. So that way a lot of coatings tend to wear off because they're not as chemical resistant to traffic film and stuff like that that's on the road. And here you see the dirt, grime, and debris that's on the wheels, the tires, and the paint. And we'll be using a whole DIY Detail product line, but again, we're doing something different here. We will be using the Diamond Body 36. And on top of that, we will be using the DIY ceramic coating just on the windshield, because he does want the coating on the windshield to give it the hydrophobic properties. Because again, Diamond Body 36 is only for the paint, and they sell a separate ceramic coating for their windshield. But we're just gonna go ahead and keep it simple. And here is the full walk around, and I will show you guys the scratches on a separate clip. That again, it's kind of hard to see because it was overcast, the clouds were in and out. So once I show the front bumper, you will see on how the actual paint has swirls and scratches. And again, it is completely normal, it is okay. But let's just go ahead and look at that clip before we go ahead and talk about anything else and go into the cleaning process. Alright, I know that wasn't the best representation of seeing the swirls and scratches, but again, the sun was playing hide and go seek and it was just in a weird angle, but I'm telling you, it was very pronounced of seeing the light swirls and scratches all over the paint. But as we move on to the wheel cleaning process, I just use all clean diluted 1301 with the rinseless wash solution inside my wheel bucket, and it was just one pass again, just to, you know, deep clean and clean the rubber and the wheels, so that way when we apply quick beads and the tire dressing on the tires, it can actually adhere to the paint. And for the APC rinse on the whole body, we use all clean diluted 1301, and you guys can actually see on how well it's breaking down this APC, dripping off of the paint, all that dirt and traffic film off of the paint. And also, just to give you a heads up, this vehicle did have some contamination on it, and we'll talk about it more, but I go ahead and just rinse everything off, and we'll move on to the contact wash, where this is a great representation, as you guys just saw there, the sun playing hide and go seek as I'm rinsing down the vehicle. But yes, as we move on to the contact wash, I did use Incredible Suds. I love Incredible Suds, but I use it in conjunction with the rinseless solution inside the rinseless, can't even speak right there. I like to use the rinseless solution from DIY Detail inside my rinse bucket, just to go ahead and do more of that emulsification when I am removing that dirt and grime from the paint. And that's about it. Just simple as that, easy, and to me it just works, and you literally induce pretty much zero scratches. I have tons of videos of me always using the rinseless wash inside my rinse bucket, even if I use the soap. And you know, that's about it. This vehicle did have a bit of contamination though on it, so I did have to clay it just 1 or 2 swipes. That's about it, literally zero pressure, and that was it. Usually for new vehicles I don't do it, but it did have some fallout on it and I clayed the entire vehicle. But I did do section by section. It wasn't like I did the whole car in one shot. I did like half the car first and then I did the other half. It was just fairly simple. No need to worry about it. Just clay the vehicle as need be. You can use it in the sun. Just don't let it dry for more than 10 to 15 minutes and then just rinse off. It's just simple as that. You guys don't need to worry about that whatsoever. After you're done rinsing off the iron remover, you go ahead and move on to the water spot remover, and this is what I love. It's just simple insurance, and again, this vehicle did have slight water spots, slight fallout, so it goes ahead and breaks down that calcium as well from the salt on the roads, and it just goes ahead and gives that nice deep clean. Usually you don't really need it, but this vehicle did need a little bit of extra TLC, and maybe it was just sitting on the lot outside before it was given to the owner. But yes, it just had little slight water spots and it was easily removed with the Kirkland microfiber towel and a slight agitation with the water spot remover. And then once you rinse off the whole vehicle, you go ahead and move to the drying process, and this DIY Detail drying blanket is literally my favorite. If you guys haven't watched my wash, clay, and seal video, I talk about this and I use it, and I'm literally drying the whole entire sedan that has zero protection with the DIY Detail drying blanket, and it's leaving zero streaks, and I'm walking around, look, just one single swipe. It does get a bit heavy, but I like this drying blanket. And I know DIY Detail just released or is about to release their Waffle drying towel. I'm not sure how well that's going to be, but I love this drying blanket, and it has like this weird type of plush microfiber material. Just go ahead and definitely pick you guys up one. I dried the entire vehicle with just that one drying blanket. Imagine if this vehicle was ceramic coated, on how easily I would have dried the whole vehicle. Also, after this, just quick beads on the rims and tire dressing on the tires. After that, we'll move on to the polishing step. Alright everyone, so we're going to go ahead and polish and do a one-step with the Rotary. So here is the Flex cordless Rotary. Its first speed is 900 RPM, so I will do faster, quicker movements. And we're just going to do this area right here. I already did this half of the hood besides this area. And as you guys can see, no holograms, right? So it's a great finish, deep, rich look. But I'm gonna go ahead and just do this section, as you guys can see right there with the swirls. I'm just gonna do 3 quick passes, and that's about it, and get that over with. And yeah, so just watch me do it so you guys can go ahead and see how I take care of this and check out the results. Can we finish with a rotary without leaving holograms? And we're about to check that out right now. So have the pad washer over here to the left, so I apologize if you guys can't see me, but gonna clean the pad, dampen the pad, dry out the pad, have the gold standard polish right over here. Speed setting 6 is how I like to spray the gold standard polish, 1 spray, and then go back down to speed setting number 1 and just go ahead and no pressure. I'm just gonna do this section right here. You could just start right away, which I should have, and my pad is a tad bit damp, so let me just, still damp. So yeah, let's just go ahead, no pressure, and again, just doing what, you know, Ivan and them always say, you know, no pressure. So starting it off on low setting, lock it up, and just guide the polisher, speed setting number 1. It's simple as that. Just guide the machine in moderate speed. You're moving a lot quicker than what you would usually do with a DA, and you will even get better cutting capabilities. And again, it's 0 pressure. Keep the pad flat onto the paint, and you guys will see how deep and rich the paint looks after I'm done polishing this section. It's just absolutely astonishing. Done. So you turn off the machine with the pad off of the paint, and let's check out the correction capabilities. And it's in direct sunlight too, so you know, I've been polishing for a while with the DA, not with the DA, with a rotary, not so much. But let's go ahead and check out these results. And this was like 3-4 quick section passes, and look at that, 0 holograms, none whatsoever. See the nice deep metallic flakes. Pretty much all the swirls are gone. This isn't a scratch, that's just polish residue. But what a deep, rich finish. And look at the hood. Look at this left half. That's what I did with the rotary, with the gold standard. Maybe you can finish with a rotary, and it's a lot quicker too. Alright, so what are my thoughts on the rotary? And here are my 3 things. Step number 1, always polish with a damp pad, don't dry buff. Step number 2, low speed. And step number 3, literally 0 pressure. And we'll add one more, always cleaning your pads after every section. And it's amazing on how the rotary somehow made me more efficient, because I am using a lot quicker speeds, especially with the light polishing step that I'm doing on this type of vehicle and on any other detail in the future, because I am moving a lot quicker than usual. And again, I finished this vehicle super fast. My wife and we did this vehicle super fast. Especially my wife was like, wow, you're pretty much done with the whole vehicle, before she can really help me with the rest of the paint. And she was tackling the smaller sections, so I went ahead and did the smaller sections as well on the vehicle with a light polish. And again, this rotary does not stall. That's another thing too. It made me quicker, and it just doesn't stall on edges. And again, you're using low speed, and that's something that I really need to reiterate, because again, if you use high speed, you will burn through the paint, especially going through edges. And I've been polishing for a while. Just speed setting number 1 is no different than you trying to do speed setting number 6 on a DA and running over a, you know, body line. So yes, that's about it. And you see me just guiding the polisher, and on certain areas I do still need a little bit more practice. It tends to skip on me because I'm not fully flat, or I gotta angle it correctly right when I get to Again, certain angles, as you guys can see on the front fender that I am polishing. But again, this takes time, but just look at how deep and rich the paint looks. My wife is using the Flex Pixie on the lower contours that I wasn't too comfortable trying to, angle my rotary to just get to those tight areas, because this Hyundai Elantra did have a little weird contour line on that fender on that front middle part that you see from the driver's side. And as I am polishing the side view mirror, you guys saw how many swirls, how many scratches there were, and just look how deep and rich I just made the side view mirror look. And I literally, if I didn't speed this up, it literally only took me 45 seconds to do that whole section right there, and 0 scratches. Look how quick and efficient, and 0 holograms there were, even for glass. On glass, I did step it up to speed setting number 2 to go ahead and polish, and it just left it nice and clear. So hopefully you guys understand this, and that was literally all for the rotary aspect. And as we move on to the ceramic coating part, again, I use a DIY detail ceramic coating because I had a little bit left on there, and we use it on glass because Diamond Body 36 can only go on paint. We're up to the coating process. You guys just saw me apply the DIY detail ceramic coating on the windshield because I did have a little bit left over, but it's still good. I opened that about a week and a half ago, and I just had just a bit left to just ceramic coat the windshield. And yes, I did buy this Black Friday, the ProTech Diamond ProTech Body 36 on Black Friday, and we'll be applying it on this paint. And a bunch of other detailers has been telling me, dude, just try it out, you're gonna like it. And now I came around to using it. So best way to use it, red, let's just go ahead and use it. So it comes in this nice box, very presentable. These are the gloves, those are large, so I'm gonna throw that to the side. I don't wear large, but you have to use their body prep. So what I did initially, the paint looks super clean, it looks nice, shiny, glossy, everything. But what I did was I used the Mckees37 coating prep spray to wipe off all the excess polish that I had on the vehicle, so that way it's as clean as possible, because Diamond Body only gives you this small bottle, and I will show you how much actually comes in. So it's just this small, so I don't think it's enough for me to actually clean the paints and do all that. So I went ahead and clean and prep the paint first, and then I go ahead and apply this, because supposedly you're supposed to use this so it adheres properly, the ceramic coating, to the paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. I'm gonna do a second pass and take care of that. So that's that. And the next thing that comes up is their Diamond Body 36. So I shake this up for about 2 minutes. I was watching a YouTube video, and they were saying that you're supposed to shake this up for about 2 minutes. If it's been sitting there for a while, I already did this, so more than 2 minutes. And yeah, so you get this ceramic coating vial right here. It has little diamonds, and maybe you guys could hear that as I'm shaking it inside. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna apply this coating, then I'm gonna pawn this diamond, see how much money I get. But the paint, let's talk about the paint, and let's take a look at the paint as well before we go ahead and proceed. So you guys saw how much swirls, how many scratches. It was pretty bad. It looked like the dealership did their quick, detail, and you guys see those deeper scratches there, possibly. But it's okay. It's a brand new vehicle. We brightened up the paint. We removed a lot of the swirls. You guys saw, the befores and afters on how this vehicle actually came in. And this is a night and day difference. Nice, deep, rich gloss. I used the Rotary, and that's about it. So whatever swirls remain. It's a young vehicle. We don't need to polish it to perfection, because that's not what it's here for. All right, let's get started with the Diamond Body 36. It's my first time applying this ceramic coating, but I read the instructions on the box. It just says wash, polish, and prepare the car body with diamond body prep, which I already did. I went ahead off screen and just reapplied everything, and let me just show you how much of this body prep that I used. Was practically nothing, just because again I did use the Mckees37 SiO2 coating prep spray. The reason why I did it because there was a bunch of polish everywhere, and if you guys saw me polishing with the Rotary, there's a bit of splatter here and there, or a lot. So that's why, you know, that's why it was a lot easier to do that, because I think I probably would have ran out the whole bottle, honestly, because I did use a lot of that coating prep spray. But yes, so that's what I used. And then from here, after I use a diamond body prep, shake well for 15 seconds, which I've been shaking it as I was talking to you guys, and place 15 drops on an applicator and apply in 3 to 4 elements of the car, which I'm guessing 3 to 4 panels, and in a crosshatch fashion. Wait 15 minutes and polish off excess with microfiber towel, then buff to a great caramel gloss shine. Car is ready to drive away. So pretty much they said after 1 hour you can use this, or you can not use this, you can just drive away, so it's cured. But yes, like I said, the paint is 10 times better than when it came in. Again, it only got a light polish, so please be in mind that this is still a night and day difference. But yeah, so let's go ahead. It did come with its own applicator. I did use the applicator before because I ran out of these applicators from the rag company. These are the Pearl applicators, and I did run out of it, and unfortunately, you know, I just ended up using it. So yep, after you shake it up a bit, see what it smells like. I don't know if it's a crazy caustic smell, but it said 15 to 3 to 4 elements, so I'll consider the whole hood as 3 to 4 panels. And we're gonna go ahead and inspect your applicator, and I'm just going to prime the pad first. I know it said 15 drops, but I'm gonna apply a bit more because this pad is super dry, and then from here I'll probably do like 4 to 5 drops afterwards because I'm priming the entire pad. This is a 30 ml bottle. Maybe this could get you 2 vehicles, especially this size. And that's it. I primed the entire pad as such. I don't really smell. Now it's starting to smell, obviously, because I put my face in it. It just smells like a regular ceramic coating, in my opinion. But let's go ahead and do what they said to do. So just a heads up, I did get ahead of myself using the ceramic coating. And what I mean was I did wait the full 15 minutes and it was harder to remove. So what I ended up doing to not instill any swirls or scratches or more of the paint, what I did was I applied more of the ceramic coating onto the applicator and reapplied it again onto the paint and just buffed off right away, and it worked just fine. So I am not too worried about it. But this is one thing that, again, ceramic coatings that I like to use for the DIYers or even as a professional, something that's easy to use, right? The minimal mistakes you do, the easier it is for you as a business and still give premium results. Because again, the downfall with Diamond Protect is like their ideal setting for a ceramic coating is 75 degrees with like 24% humidity. And again, the easier the ceramic coating is to apply, the better it is for the end user and even for the owner that is receiving the ceramic coating. Because again, that's just what really bugged me. Just a heads up, this is only can be put on the paint and the headlights. It's not meant for the windshield or glass. That's why I applied the DIY Detail ceramic coating, because you could literally put that on anything. And yes, so yeah, so right now, let's take a look at the time. It is 6:01. So it is 6:01. And what we're going to do is just wait 10-15 minutes. It says wait 15 minutes. I'll wait 15 minutes because it's on like the coldest, on the colder side. So we'll wait 10-15 minutes and I'll come back and we'll see how this actually looks. And it's starting to like haze up a bit. Let me see if I could bring you guys in. It's starting to haze up a bit. And we'll wait, like I said, the full 15 minutes. I'll come back in 10 minutes. We'll chat up a bit. All right, so we finished buffing off, but I ended up having to do that works well for me is I just apply a little more of the ceramic coating, just so I'm not putting too much pressure or anything on some of the areas that were a lot drier. Then I go ahead and just level it off. I'm not buffing it off. I just level off the coating, and it works super well that way. That way we're not inducing any marring or scratching on the actual paint. And it's a nice way to go ahead and take care of this. And now I have my inspection light just to double check if I missed anywhere to buff off. And so as I stated, 10 minutes is what works for me, and that's where we're going to set it up as 10 minutes. Let me bring you all in. Get the hood, nice, shiny. And as I stated before, no, it is not swirl free. It won't be swirl free because that's not what the customer paid for, but it's still a night and day difference. And the paint looks super glossy, shiny, and it's getting protected. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue the rest of this vehicle with my wife. We're gonna do it off screen and just finish, and I'll do a walk around once we're done doing this. It should take us about 45 minutes to do, just because of the simple fact that, you know, now I gotta wait 10 minutes instead of waiting the full 15 minutes. Because now I know that the 15 minutes is too long for us. So it does feel slick. It's not the slickest coating, but it does feel slick under the towel. So we're gonna do 10 minutes instead, and that's it. So we see you guys once it is done. All right, everyone, so this is it. We finished applying the Diamond Body 36 onto the paint. It is nice, glossy, and on camera it looks a bit way too bright, but this is because of the iPhone in itself. It has a nice, deep, rich gloss to it. I did finish this vehicle off with the Rotary. You guys saw me use it throughout the whole vehicle, and let's take a look. No holograms. Speed setting 1. And yes, also yes, there are some slight little swirl scratches, and even then I'm using the high intensity light that you guys can see. But even then, again, that's not what we were going for, and you guys saw the night and day difference of how it came in, and this is how it's coming out. Nice, deep, rich, wet look. And yeah, so this looks amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the products that I've used. Obviously, to prep the whole vehicle, I used the whole entire DIY detail lineup. Even we use quick beads on the rims, tire dressings on the tires. We used the DIY detail ceramic coating on the windshield on purpose because, again, I had a little bit left. And on top of that, the Diamond Body 36 is only for the paint. It does not bond well to the windshield. That's according to what they say. So the ceramic coating from DIY detail could go on anything. And I've applied it onto a couple of my customers, and it's for like the past month, and they're enjoying it. It works just fine. So let's talk about what I use. So of course, this is the Diamond Body prep spray. So I use the Mckees37. I was gonna use their panel prep DIY detail, but I ended up using the Mckees37 panel prep to not waste the panel prep from DIY detail. And I used the Mckees37 panel prep on purpose to go ahead and remove all that residue and everything that was there, because there was way too much polish splatter everywhere. And then I followed up with their Diamond Body 36 or Diamond Body prep before I applied the Diamond Body 36. And the reason why you want to do that is because of the simple fact that they said to use their panel prep. And again, if a coating manufacturer makes their own body prep spray or a panel prep spray, use it. That way it could bond better with the coating and the chemistry is there. So this is the nano diamond coating, Diamond Body 36. Let me see if I could get this to focus. Probably up here. Yep. And I use half the bottle. Actually, I thought I used 3/4, but this is half the bottle. It is $7.15. I use half the bottle, which is okay, using it for the entire paint on an Elantra. And my experience. So before we talk about my experience, I used a whole DIY detail lineup to prep the whole vehicle, and that's it. If you guys want, 10% off on the DIY detail product line, go ahead and use it. I finished off with the Rotary, use the gold standard polish, and use code DMS for 10% off on your entire order. Now, my experience with the Diamond Body 36, what can I say? It's okay. It wasn't the greatest. The 10-15 minute wait time that they say that we have to wait on the coating, where it says here, let me see if I can focus this on. It says place 15 drops, wait 15 minutes, and polish off excess. With my 15 minutes was way too long. So what I did, I just waited 7 to 10 minutes was the ideal time for this coating. It was ideal. It was the most perfect time to go ahead and buff off. It doesn't feel tacky. It doesn't feel slick. The paint just feels like nice, clean, smooth paint. And that's what I removed when we, leveled off the coating. So yeah, so that's about it. So pretty much that's what I did. That's my experience with the coating. Now let's see how long it lasts. Again, I've heard nothing but good things about this coating. Again, it's a reputable brand. So, and a bunch of detailers DM me telling me to use this coating as well. So yeah, and I'm giving it a shot. So final walk around, and what I'll do is I'll do one walk around for the outro in itself to close. Here is the next day. Look at the candy gloss, the shine, the ceramic coating just made this vehicle just pop even more. Overall, the look is just amazing, but from a scale of 1 through 5, I would give this a 4.0 on the ceramic coating, and here are my reasons. Just number one is just more of, it's better if you apply it in a certain ambient temperature between 75 degrees Fahrenheit and 24% humidity. I don't really want to hear that. Again, ceramic coatings has come a long way for it to be just put it on the paint, wait a certain amount of time, and just buff off. The second thing is it can only be applied onto the paint, where other ceramic coating companies, you can actually just use that same ceramic coating and put it on everything. But overall, the looks and the shine is just absolutely amazing, and they say it is durable between the pH of 1 through 14, but that's something we will have to, I don't want to test it out, I'm going to be honest with you, but it's just more of just knowing that it is a lot more chemical resistant, and it is not the most hydrophobic, but again, it has that hard durable protection, and you can really tell, just look how glassy the paint looks. Has that nice type of sheen and glassy and protected look. So hopefully you guys enjoy this type of content, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.